We're Karen and Bo Christensen, a Danish-American couple who met in Germany in 2016. Bo is an airline pilot, and Karen is a freelance advertising creative director. In late 2022, we bought Château de La Tuilerie in Martel, France, and are working to make it a bed and breakfast and wedding destination fit for a queen. Welcome to Queen's Escape.
Background you can see John the farmer. He is kind of lining up the grass so they can come pick it up one of these days. They cut it just 2 days ago and now it's been drying. Now he's just here to line it up and then they'll probably bring it home for the animals for the winter. And that's the deal we have with the local farmer here. So he takes care of the fields, so we have less work to do with that. In the meantime, I can show you that I've been working a little bit on the park here, and so let's see. If we look at this tree, I've been clearing out in the bottom, so around the trunk of the tree, just to be able to make a bench. And my two boys are coming in the end of June for 10 days, and the older one, he is taking a carpenter education and he wants to help me to build a bench around that tree. So that's been cleared out, and then this other one here has also gotten some clearing out. There was a lot of parasite growing on it and a lot of dried out branches, so I just cut it out and take it away and giving it more air and better place to breathe and grow, basically. So we're constantly trying to improve this park here by just fixing up things on the way. We have a well over here that we have to tend to at some point as well. And then you might see the stones on the grass. The stones are a project that I want to work on probably now one of these days, because we want to make an outdoor fireplace, and I collected these limestones from other projects and I brought them out here, and so they're basically ready to be made in a big circle, so you could have a fire pit in the middle there, and you put a grill on top. And yeah, I don't know if I have enough, or if it's gonna be too much, or we'll have to see. But this is to make the wall around in a big circle. And then I bought this mortar, I think it is, that you kind of put this paste around it on the inside, so when it gets hot, these stones, they won't crack. Yeah.
So as always, Bo has 100 projects going at once, and now we're going out to look at the stones for the fire pit. So our neighbor Marky is walking away behind Bo there, and he came over to talk to us about the fire pit we want to make.
Yeah, we got some limestone lying here, and he says we need to get some mortar that is fire resistant, because the stones might crack if they get too warm. So you can make kind of a protection layer that you glue onto the stones, and thereby you don't have the problem anymore. So it's good to have somebody who has a little knowledge before you start a project.
Yeah, so we would build up a fire pit with the stones, lining it on the inside and between the stones with this fire resistant mortar. Sometime.
So that's another little project, but as the summer is here, you can really see how things are brightening up. We're not quite happy with the result of the job that was done in January yet, because under the windows you can kind of see something that looks like rust or miscolor, and it was there already. But the guy, he promised us it will go away, so I don't know if this product that they sprayed on, and they gave it 2 applications, if that product is, taking longer, or because we had a lot of rain in the spring and it's sunny, so it needs rain and sun and rain and sun. But it has brightened up somewhat, but it's not completely what we expected, so we will have to see another month or 2. If it doesn't really change much, then we're gonna have to call the guy. He was nice, we just have to talk to him about what can be done. I can show you quickly the places where it really made it bright or light in color, and that's on the front here. So if you look at these little pillars, you see how they really brightened up, and he sprayed it from the outside here. You see the stairs as well, very nice. And if I go on the inside, well, let me show you here, for example. You see how the drops have been coming down, and it's still black in some places, and so I think he was spraying it on the outside, and then here on the inside we have like these lines of drops that came down everywhere. So we're not entirely happy about that. And then also up on this tower here, it's still kind of black or dark, and it has to come off. But it's really, you know, below these windows, you see over the lamp here, you see how it's miscolored. That is what we need to get off. Yeah, so that's something we need to get back to. Anyway, the weather's lovely here, and summer's here. It's the end of May, and it's really awesome to be in the south of France and just enjoying the weather. Spit out that egg. So there should not be a cherry on this cherry tree, but there is. No reason there should be a cherry there. It's not time to bloom yet. But it's either me or the birds who gets it. Looks like the only one. I think the birds have taken a few. That is what I think. This is our other cherry tree here, and it had a lot of cherries blooming earlier, and you see that. Some happy bird. Yes, there's even bird poop in the tree. Well, okay. Maybe that something will become of that. We'll see. Well, the little nectarines that were forming on our nectarine tree have not really appreciated all the rain. They are not looking so good. Well, that's a pity. But we've had week upon week of constant rain. I think it's just been too much. Now, the peach tree, on the other hand, had the leaf curl disease and was sprayed about a month ago. And what I am seeing is some new leaf growth that is not infected coming up, and that's really good. So the thing to do is, I believe, after a month's time, it's time to spray it again, and then that's it for the season until the fall. If the fall, it might even be late winter, but it's just twice in the spring. All right, but I'm glad that the infected leaves basically shriveled up and fell off, and I went ahead and treated the nectarine because it can fall prey to the same disease, and well, maybe a little bit right there, but it's due for its second spray. And actually, that does not look like leaf curl. That looks like something else. I'm gonna have to have a look at that. I see holes, but I will give that a little research tonight and see what's the problem here. The plum tree, on the other hand, looks pretty good. And we got a little baby plum in there, and that's one little baby plum, and it might be, no, here's a couple.
Look at there. Yeah. Nice. Couple there, so at least 3. So that's looking okay. I'm happy that's doing all right. Okay. And then I believe these are the this is pear tree, and I'm seeing a little bit of black and a little bit of holes in these leaves. So I'm gonna have a quick look at the guide I made to see if there's anything that I need to do with this pear tree. Let's look at the other pear tree, see how it's doing. Healthier, but a little bit of speckles on these leaves. Have a look just to see if there's anything to watch out for. And here's the apple tree. I am not sure. You know, it had such big blossoms on it. And I think I'll just have a look at all the trees. Potential pests and diseases tonight to see how we're doing. See, that's just flowers that are gone. We'll see. And since we're out here and looking at trees, may as well look at the other 2. And those are the apricot trees. And boy, do I love apricots. And these don't bloom till much later. But they're real pink on top. They look okay. Yep, that looks okay. And this is the other apricot tree, besides the weeds growing in the ground there. They look okay. I'm gonna address the weeds when I do the mulching. Yeah, they look all right. All right, a little research to do. Isn't that lovely? So today I am taking this lime back to the hardware store. They gave it to me to lower the soil pH so that I could help the blueberry tree grow. But in fact, the pH of our soil is already high in terms of alkalinity, and this lime, it doesn't lower it to be acidic, it raises it to be more alkaline, which is not good for the blueberry bush. It would be good for truffle trees, so hopefully they'll take it back. I wrote on it just so I knew what it was and what it does, and I hope that doesn't affect them taking it back. But if they don't take it back, maybe I'll grow truffle trees. Should be getting some organic fungicide in the mail today. Our out by the road. Our fruit trees are having a little bit of a hard time fighting off some of these diseases and things. So I did some research on it and discovered that you really do need to treat them with an organic fungicide throughout the growing season and into when it fruits. So I got one. It was that and neem oil spray. Fig trees apparently need neem oil to help protect them. So those are the 2 things that I ordered, and then I think we're in business. Otherwise, I don't think we need anything else. We're in good shape. Luckily, they took the lime back, which is good. She did scold me for writing on it, and I'll take that. I deserved it. That's how we learn. So this is neem oil, and you dilute it. Basically, you can see it there. It's really thick, you know, kind of like molasses. It's pretty thick, but you dilute it about 1 per 100.
So 2.5 milliliters of neem oil gets 250 milliliters of water. And you just shake it up and spray it on the fig tree. And that is supposed to prevent infestations of these pests that bother the fig tree. And you only have to say you do it about once a month if you're doing it preventative, or once a week if you've got an infestation. And I think we are in the preventative phase. We're just trying to protect the fig tree. So we'll do it now and then again every month. It's a cloudy day, so we don't have to worry about the fig tree or any other tree getting sunburned from this oil. And our tree is actually really small, so I'm not even sure we would need this full dosage. And it doesn't really have any leaves. The leaves it had fell off, and you know, that could well be what you treat with the neem spray. But you see we've got some new leaves forming here. You can see it. See how it coats. Yeah, I'll just give that a good spray. All right, our little tree is doused. Every part of it has been covered with the neem oil. So this is the peach and nectarine tree treatment for leaf curl disease. And it's essentially this red powder that has copper in it. And you see. So you get that little bitty bit, 3.3 milligrams, or not sure what the measure is, 3.3 on this little scale for 1,000 milliliters of water. And spray that on the peach and nectarine tree 3 times a year, 3.3 grams, 3.33 grams for 1 liter of water. So pre-spring and then spring before the buds swell on the trees, and I believe it's about a month after that. And we missed the first treatment, so our peach tree does have the leaf curl disease, but the nectarine tree does not have it, so we were able to just be preventative with this. So this is the second treatment of the year, and then we'll do it again next year when it says to, which I believe is just in the early spring. I believe that's right. So you need to see how red this water gets with just that little bit of powder in it. Just look at it. We're going to go to about here. Look how dark it is. It's heavy duty. All right, here we are, this nasty red spray. And you can see we have some new healthy leaves on the tree, and some of the leaf curl infested ones still there. Nothing we can do for those, but we can protect for the future. You just, wind's going that way. Let's stand over here. You see how it's red. Yep. That's what it is. We also have to spray our nectarine tree
and keep it from getting the leaf curl disease. It looks to me like there's a lot of little creepy crawly bugs on these. See those? Those little flying things there. I'm gonna have to take a look at that and see what's going on here. If it's a problem or not. There's a lot of them up here. I'm gonna douse it for now. All right, both trees are pretty thoroughly doused. So we did neem oil on the fig, and then we treated the nectarine and the peach tree with this anti-leaf curl disease. Now I believe that I got some of my organic fungicide in the mail today, and so I'm gonna see what we need to do for the rest, but I'm a little concerned about the apple tree. It's just not looking super good. We've had so much rain, and I don't know if that has a bad effect on it, but just gonna, when I read up about it, it basically said to treat the little fruit trees with organic fungicide every several weeks during the growing season. So that's what we'll do. Yep. It is our organic fungicide. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Good. So now I just need to read a little bit here because I can see the names of the fruit trees here and what maladies it treats, and then actually I can just read this. It's in French, but I can read it. Yes, spring, and before the first flowers. No. It's from the spring all the way until the fruit harvest at an interval of 7 to 14 days. 100 milliliters to a liter of water. Okay, so I just need a spray bottle for this. Apricot, cherry, peach, pear, apple, and prune trees, which they mean plum. All right. All right. So I've sprayed. It's a pesticide, not a fungicide. Pesticide on all of the trees, excluding the peach tree and the nectarine tree, on which I sprayed the leaf curl disease spray with copper in it, and then the fig tree got the neem oil. And I'm not sure which you're allowed to put on the blueberry bush, or if you should at all, so I'll just have to look into that. But we've done what we should do.